Hey guys, what's up? It's your friendly neighborhood UberGoose here, back again with another Gungeon video. I'm playing the Hunter for this one. I was just real quick testing my audio setup because I have slightly modified my setup, and I will almost certainly modify it further in time because I actually did a whittling stream, and it's pretty enjoyable. Very relaxing. There was definitely some kinks that I would like to work out with the setup. The big one is that, like, my mic cord is not long enough, and my computer itself is in kind of a wonky spot. But I've already ordered a longer cable for my mic, so it won't have to be pulled completely taut and still barely reach me. So that alone should be pretty nice. And then I'll probably move my computer even further towards the whittling spot. These videos will still hopefully sound basically exactly the same. Hopefully. I don't know, technically the acoustics will be, like, very slightly different. Because before, my computer was basically straight to the left of my desk, right? It came further forward than the computer monitor I play on, or I look at 99% of the time, my main screen, if you will. And so that would affect the acoustics very slightly, obviously. It would basically just, you know, that would block the sound in that direction specifically, but now that it's not there, you know, slightly different experience. Shouldn't, like I said, shouldn't really make a huge difference. You probably can't even tell on this video. Although I will admit that I think maybe I'll be slightly louder right now, which is probably fine, to be honest, because I think I have this horrible habit of everything being a little bit too quiet, because I'm very anal about my audio setups. I think I'm still not going to open it quite yet, but I know of it. I'm pretty anal about, like, audio setups because I hate watching a stream or a video and the sound mixing is completely fucked and awful, and so I don't want that to happen. So in order to prevent that from happening, you have a lot more, like, granularity when you bring both, you know, in my case, desktop audio and microphone. If you bring both of their... Oh, fuck. Well, we're not getting that key, I'll tell you that. If you bring both of them down, oh, maybe I actually could have gotten it. Then you have a lot more, like, yeah, granularity, like a lot more freedom with their specific, or with their relative levels to each other. So, like, I have neither at 100% right now, right? I have my microphone at minus 1.6 decibels, and then desktop audio minus, like, 8. Which is probably, again, like, that might be a little too quiet. But I would rather it be slightly too quiet and actually have a good audio balance with it being a little too quiet so people can, you know, turn it up a little bit, rather than have fucked up balance because it's hard to, you know, mess with if you have something at max volume. I don't know. I also kind of get annoyed when, holy fuck, how did it not hit me? That's incredible. Jesus. Alright, I gotta focus, dude. I'm a little out of it right now. This is not my bad brain day, mind you. Today is not a bad brain day. Today is, this is the very first run of the day. So, it's not bad brain. It's instead rust. Very different things. Alright, so I hate this part of this fight, specifically on this layout, because he fucking... Stop it. Hello? Why did he do it twice as long? But yeah, it's really hard to shoot him and not get blown up if he's in that spot. Holy hell. Yeah, buddy. Alright, what do we got in here? Great. Glad I used the blank. How wonderful. What a joyous day this is. Yeah, sorry. It also doesn't help that, like, with the current position of my computer, whoops, with the current position of my computer, my monitor is like a ½ inch closer to me. And I don't know if you guys have ever, like, shifted a monitor positioning or, you know, whatever, that sort of thing. If you've ever done that, you know how fucking bizarre it feels. You know, like, it doesn't matter if it's literally the exact same distance. As long as the positioning is just ever so slightly different from what you've had it at in the past, it becomes like impossible. Alright, so we gotta give a little one of these. There we go. So I'm currently dealing with the fact that my monitor is just ever so slightly in a different position to what it was before. I'll get used to it. Although it'll, I don't know, because I'll have to change it again. It's this whole fucking thing. I'll have to change it again in the future. I want to find the shop first. Sick. I'm probably going to move my computer over to the right side of my desk. That might be a little tough, to be honest. So we have a cell creep. I'm probably not going to do anything with it, but I'm definitely buying Aki. Going, you know, having 35 going into Oubliette should be sufficient, but I'll also have more than 35, assuming that I get anything from, say, this room or the next room. We got one from this. Ooh, and then there's still another room on top. Wonderful. Ooh, and a bonus key. Oh no, okay. Not one more room. My mistake. Alright, Blueby. Table Tech Blank. Not super great. I also don't have a blank. Table Tech Blank is, yeah, it's not super great. Lux and Cannon is quite good. Pretty happy about that. I think I will open the brown. It's gonna have a gun in it. And some money. Sawed Off, take it or leave it. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of Sawed Off, but I mean, it's good for checking secret rooms, which, to be fair, I don't really have a... This is the first weapon that I have that's actually decent for checking secret rooms. So, that's good. I'll go this way first. I think that's a good idea. So I've been meaning to go see a movie. You guys have probably heard of it. You've probably heard the buzz. There's a movie called 8th Grade that was the directorial debut of Bo Burnham. And if you know the name Bo Burnham, there's a very simple reason for that. He's hilarious. He's a comedian. He got his starts on YouTube, like real OG shit. I mean, he was on YouTube in like 2006. He was the youngest person to ever get a Comedy Central stand-up special at like age 18 or something. Pretty insane. Very funny guy. Very smart man. And he decided after taking a break from comedy, because he basically, when he made the Make Happy special, which was his last special, he basically made the decision that he was going to take a break from stand-up. And at the time, nobody was really sure what he was going to do, you know, after that, right? If he would just completely drop off the map or whatever. As it turns out, he wanted to, you know, write and direct a film about the trials and tribulations of being in 8th grade. Which, to be fair, if you guys remember when you were in 8th grade, I don't know what they call it, you know, elsewhere. There might be different names. Like if you're in England, it's probably pubert or something. 8th grade sucks. Literally, like 8th grade is just the worst fucking time for all human beings. Like that age, you know? And the reason it sucks so bad isn't necessarily to do with puberty. I mean, that's part of it, for sure. But beyond the fact that it's just like you're going through puberty and, you know, your body and brain are like, what the fuck is going on? But even more so than that, it's like there's other people who are going through puberty at different rates. Everybody has a completely different, you know, personal experience through the whole thing. Everybody's at like, despite everybody being the same age, right? Everybody's at like a different point in life in 8th grade. You know what I mean? And because of it, there's like a lot of that's okay. Taking damage here is not too bad. There's a lot of different like experiences, but then they just jam everybody together in the same fucking place. And it's just hell. It's awful. And I can't even imagine what people are going through nowadays with social media. Like I am just old enough and I mean just old enough to have missed social media while in 8th grade. When I was in high school is when Facebook started existing, basically. And so, or it was at least the first time I ever heard about it. But at the time, it was like, this is the thing for college kids, right? And the only kids in high school who had Facebooks were the mature kids, you know, that sort of shit. And I never gave a shit about Facebook at all. I guess there was MySpace before it, but MySpace was like the like kid version of Facebook, right? Like MySpace was basically like the fucking profile pages in Neopets, you know? Like that's basically what it was. No part about MySpace was like the now super like negative social media experience. I mean, even Facebook back then wasn't the current social media experience. So I can't even imagine what it must be like for kids to go through today, you know, through 8th grade with today's social media. It honestly sounds horrific. And that's kind of what the movie, my understanding is, that's kind of what the movie is trying to tackle, is that sort of thing. And I want to see it, but I think it might be out of theaters at this point. I think this last weekend was the last chance to see it in theaters, but I assume it'll probably be on Netflix at some point. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Netflix loves Bo, so I would definitely expect it to end up on Netflix in the near-ish future, so I'll probably catch it on there. But I'm very excited to get around to seeing it. I've heard so many amazing things about it. It has like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a slightly lower audience score, like a 80-something. But that's generally expected on Rotten Tomatoes, is audience and critic scores will never quite line up. Also, audience scores will basically never be like 0% or 100%, right? Because there's always that one dickhead who wants to be a contrarian, and everybody else is like, wow, 8th grade was fucking incredible! And then the one guy's like, I didn't really like it. Everybody knows that guy. It may have used to be me. I may have used to be a contrarian fuck. I mean, I'm still, to be fair, I still kind of am. But at least now, instead of just being a contrarian for contrarian's sake, I actually try to, like, you know, have reasons. But I do find myself generally driven away from the more popular opinions on things. Sometimes, at least. Not all the time. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. The other thing that's so exciting to me about it is the fact that it's not 20-year-olds. Thank God. The amount of movies where it's like, look at all these high school kids getting into getting into all this trouble as high schoolers, you know? And you got a fucking dude who's got 5 o'clock shadow coming in, and you're like, y'all right. Sure, I'll suspend disbelief for this fucking one. Look, man, to be fair, there are some high schoolers who have wicked facial hair. But it's pretty rare. Also, it doesn't tend to be like 5 o'clock shadow. In my experience, it's like, you know, scraggly, pubic-looking shit. And they're just like, I don't want to shave it, it's my beard. It's like, shave it, you gross fuck. Shut up! Don't. I know that somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're talking about your own facial hair." Look, look, okay. I'm a 24-year-old man. Yeah, all right. My facial hair might not be the nicest looking, okay? I don't have the genes for it, all right? Motherfuckers. I'm trying, okay? God. You get the idea, though. So, like, yeah. I mean, 8th grade casting kids who, I mean, genuinely look like they're in 8th grade, you know? Like, they literally just look like the correct age of the character they're portraying, which is incredibly rare. So I'm definitely stoked about that. Again, still very, very stoked about it being Bo Burnham. Although, again, apparently it's like a completely different experience to anything else Bo Burnham has done, because it's not like a comedy. I think there is some comedy in it. Like, there are some comedic notes that are hit and such, but it's not intended to be a comedy, is my understanding. It's supposed to be more of like a drama and commentary sort of thing. Which is great. I like those kind of movies a lot. I tend to not really get super into comedy movies, like movies that aim to strictly be a comedy. I used to like them a lot more when I was a wee lad. when I was a small little baby. And I was like, haha, that was funny when Will Ferrell made a fart joke. To be fair, good amount of Will Ferrell stuff actually holds up, so, you know. But, you know, I used to be way more into, like, comedies in the past. As I've grown older, I'm just kind of like, I don't fucking care. Like, you know, I might get, there might be, like, a cheap laugh mixed in every now and then where it's just like, yeah, I'm a little pissed, to be completely honest. This room sucks. This is one of the worst Chamber 2 rooms in the game. It can be okay if they teleport right next to the explosive barrels off the bat. They don't normally do it, though. I mean, they didn't do it there. At least the Buffy boy ran right into an explosive thing that blew up. That definitely made it easier, but still not easy. But yeah, now I don't like movies that are built to be comedic, because they generally suck a lot. Especially nowadays. I mean, in the past, they were a lot better, I will say. And that's not just me being nostalgic. Like, look, compare the original Ghostbusters to the Ghostbusters reboot. Which, I think most people, at this point, have finally gotten over the fact that, oh wait, no, the Ghostbusters reboot actually did suck, and everybody who said that it was going to suck were just correct, because it's easy to see that it's a generic summer comedy with nothing actually genuinely funny, and everybody's going to forget about it in a week. And it has nothing to do with sexism or anything like that. I think most people have finally acknowledged that that is the case. Some people are still, you know, trying to die on that hill, but whatever. But it's night and day. Right, like the Ghostbusters reboot, which I've still never seen, but I have seen clips of it. I mean, I don't want to waste my money or time. You know, mostly it's time, to be completely honest. Fuck that. But it's like, the jokes, you know, like there's the joke that was shown in the commercial where What's-Her-Face gets the car, right? And it's the hearse. It's literally just the original, let's go. The original Ghostbusters hearse, right? Like that's what it is, right? And that would be a fine joke. There's nothing wrong with that being a punchline. The trouble is that then there had to be a follow-up, and then there had to be a follow-up, and then there had to be a follow-up. Like, let the jokes breathe, my guy. Let them fucking breathe. The best jokes are the ones that don't attract attention. You know, they're the jokes where punchline and wait, right? I mean, that's, you know, first of all, it's baffling to me. I've heard people say that the original Ghostbusters is not funny. I don't think you've seen it. Genuinely. I don't think you've seen it. Because there's the classic line that everybody knows, I'm sure, at this point, which is hilarious still, where Bill Murray's character is talking about, so they're talking to the mayor or whatever, and he's like, dickless over here, blah blah blah, whatever the complaint was, right? And then the mayor, I think it was, says, is this true? Or is that true? And then Bill Murray goes, yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Like, that's fucking great, you know? Like, that's, because there was more to it than that, right? There was more to it than just the joke being dickless. Right, there was more, because there was, like, exposition basically mixed in. And when the mayor's like, is this true, asking about the ghost stuff, instead of responding to the ghost stuff as you would expect, Bill Murray goes, it's true. This man has no dick. And then, you know, and then they don't go, you know, they don't have the other characters laugh and then try and riff off of it and fucking improv to a funny scene. Right? They let the joke breathe. They let the joke be what it was, which is funny, and then, you know, allow the scene to progress. I mean, in that context, the scene progressed because, you know, they were basically kicked out, and the dude was mad. Your boy Dickless was mad. There you are, bud. You motherfucker. I wanted to blank, but it moved faster than I thought it would. Why did it move so fast? I'm mad. Amoconda has taken so many master rounds from me, it is unreal. I can't get master rounds against fucking Amoconda, dude. I'm mad. I'm incredibly upset. I should have blanked. I wanted to blank. I wasn't sure of the timing of the blank, you know? When I went for it, I kind of regretted it, to be honest. Well, mostly because I didn't actually go for it. Okay. This is our item. A lot of blue chests that have items. Okay, that's a good one. That makes up for it. A little bit. Just a little bit. This is 30. Yeah, I can't afford that. I honestly do think that I am going to munch a pair of guns, though, because I got a few guns that I don't care about. And by a few, I mean 2. Well, 3. But definitely 2. But it'll be of similar tier. So you know what? Because I don't care about the Judge or Freeze Ray, I'm actually going to munch those 2. Because those are both at least decent tier. I think Judge might be B or C, and Freeze Ray is similar. Okay. I'm not super stoked about this being the one that I got, but honestly, it'll do. I'm fine. No, seriously, I'm fine. Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters had funny jokes, probably because the cast was actually funny. And well, also the writers are actually funny. Well, it had writers. And then the Ghostbusters reboot fucking sucks. And, like, that is the perfect example of the dichotomy of, you know, older comedy movies and newer comedy movies. Newer comedy movies, ever since Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, that sort of, I guess, genre of comedy movie popped up, every comedy movie is just trying to be that. Whatever the... Who's the guy involved? I don't remember his name. But the director of all the Will Ferrell comedy movies, or most of them or whatever, you know the guy. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Like, his method is, you know, very hands-off, right? There's a lot of improv and all that sort of stuff. And it works when the people that you are hiring are funny. And it works when the movie doesn't really require plot. You know, like, if you asked somebody, yo, what's the plot to Step Brothers? They'd be like, well, there's adult children that become stepbrothers. And, well, yep. Right, like, that's the plot. You know, there doesn't need to be more of a plot. There isn't more of a plot. If you wanted more of a plot, Step Brothers is not the movie to get it. It's not the place to get it. It's a movie, they make fart jokes, it's a funny movie, and you laugh. And then you leave the movie going, I laughed, that was a good time. And then you move on. Right? And that's like the current genre of comedy movie that exists. The trouble is that a lot of those movies, a lot of movies that are fitting into that genre, are slowly trying to become not that genre. They're trying to be, like, more serious, you know? I mean, like, the Ghostbusters reboot is pretty much the ideal example of this, where it's actually trying to have a plot, right? They're trying to basically, I mean, to be fair, they literally just copy-pasted the plot from the original Ghostbusters. So, good job there. This is gonna be real weird. So my problem is here, I want to use Disintegrator because his deeps is tight. But there's a lot of shit that I potentially want to dodge roll. Yep, there's the hit. See, the fucking Treadnought, man. People tell me that Treadnought ain't shit. I think they're a liar. Treadnought's one of the worst bosses on this chamber. To be fair, Chamber 3 sucks. Like, it blows my mind when people find Chamber 4 bosses harder than Chamber 3. Chamber 3 is way fucking harder. Cannot believe that worked. Genuinely. I do not even believe that that worked. Chamber 3 bosses are the hardest set of bosses in the entire fucking game. Undeniably. You know, in my opinion, I guess. Alright, let's go that way. I guess I can open the brown chest now that I've gun forced. Also, I gun forced to a pretty damn good gun. I think I'm going to use it a lot here. Finish out this chamber. Where is it? There it is. Lockpicks. That's actually fine. I'm cool with that. But yeah, basically, to finish my point is Adam Sandler's a hack, and I don't understand why people like him. And comedy is dead. And only one of those is ironic. I'll let you figure out which one it is. I mean, it should be pretty obvious. That's a lot of keys. I do like keys. I think I'm just gonna snag those. I might regret picking up that key. I should always just finish exploring and then buy shit. Especially when I already have a key. Like, if I come across a chest that has a fuse, just pop my one key. Not a big problem, you know? I really do want there to be, like, a resurgence, a renaissance of more classic comedy movies. You know, things that are funny. Well, things that are movies, right? Like, if I wanted to see just a stand-up bit, because that's how I would describe it, actually, now that I think about it. I would describe modern comedy, or current comedy movies, as just one really long improv stand-up show. And, like, that's fine. Some people can like that. I got no issues, by the way, if you like current comedy movies. I got no issues if you actually liked the new Ghostbusters. I mean, please understand that, you know, opinions can be wrong and yours is that, but, you know, like, it's just like, if I wanted to see it, I would just watch stand-up, except it would be better, because it's actually, the jokes are written, and generally, to some degree, tested, you know? Speaking of comedians, though, this is a perfect segue into what I was talking about. I think in the last video I was talking about America's Got Talent. So I finally caught up, have watched all the judge cuts, and there was this pretty funny comedian, stand-up guy, not taking damage, I'm a bitch. Pretty funny, his delivery is good, his material is solid. My only issue with it is that the jokes were like very bite-sized, right? There weren't any like long-form jokes at all. But I still thought he was very funny. This guy kind of looks like Edward Scissorhands, basically. That's how I would describe it. What'd you give me? Oh, that one. What are you? I don't even remember what this is. Liquid Valkyrie. Oh yeah, it's the Better Bloody Eye, right? I think so. Yeah, funny guy. Like I said, good material, great delivery. Papa John's, I think, is how that goes. And the issue is that the jokes were bite-sized. And he got cut, and I was like, that sucks. Right? But then they showed, in the same show, they had this high school, effectively just dance troupe. Kids are literally high schoolers, in high school. In case that wasn't abundantly clear from the 3 times I said high school before. And like, they were really bad, is the thing. Like, I feel almost bad saying it, but like, they were bad. Like, their dancing was bad. I'm getting some good shit. Their coordination was bad. They had no stunt type things to wow you. They had bad music choices. Just bad, right? Just not a good act at all. And they made it through over Edward Scissorhands looking ass motherfucker. And I'm like, but comedy's dead, right? That's basically what I concluded. Although there is one thing, so the dance troupe, they do like, the first one that they did was like Wizard of Oz themed, and then the second one was Alice in Wonderland themed. And I will say, I thought there was one pretty, just kind of smart, you know, the kind of thing that you see and you kind of just smirk and you're like, nice, or that's funny. Music choice for the Alice in Wonderland one, where it went to a spot and then the Queen of Hearts shows up, and then the song that started playing was the off with head, dance till you're dead, right? The heads will roll, heads will roll, heads will roll on the floor, right? That one. And I'm like, that's pretty fucking smart, you know? That's clever, because in case you don't know anything about Alice in Wonderland, The Queen of Hearts says off with your head, or off with her head, like 18 million times. It's like her thing if she wants to behead Alice or whatever. And so when when that music started playing, I was like, that's, clever. I like that. It didn't work with what they were doing. The dancing they did not work to any of the music that was playing, but hey, I thought it was slightly clever, and I liked it. Still though, no idea how they made it through. No fucking clue. No idea. But that's America's Got Talent for you, right? Like, that's kind of just the thing. So is this gonna kill you? It totally kills you. To be fair, fire also kills them real good, so I'll let that happen. Wait for money? No money? Okay. Peace. This guy needs that. Alright. Well, we got some good shit. Is Sling or Stinger better? Probably Stinger is slightly better. I'm obviously using Polaris until I take a hit. Polaris is definitely the best gun I have. Easily DPS capped without even thinking about it. But I do think my 2 single shot things are actually going to be quite a bit better than Disintegrator. Well, there we go. And the reason for it is that we have hip holster. So. Holy shit. I almost just walked into a mousetrap. That would have been the 2nd time ever that I actually would get hit by a mousetrap. Okay. Oh, cool. During a cutscene, it wipes away, like, ground effects underneath you. That's interesting. I had no idea. I like that. That's nice. That's a nice way to make sure you don't, get bodied. Although you can still walk off edges during those cutscene things. So, maybe work on that. Maybe fix that one. So yeah, these timings are slightly different now. Okay, so I want to go with this one. Because of the Liquid Valkyrie. I'm still mad about the way that works. It's actually not possible to not take damage to it, given certain positioning. Holy fuck. Like, just by default, if you are near a wall, then you are going to be hit when the bullets come in. That is just how it functions. It's just mechanically the way that it works. And if you don't want to deal with that, too bad. It's happening. Well, it's coming too fast for you to fucking react to it. By the time you can say, ah, fuck bullets, it's too late. By the time you can say, ah, it's too late. Fucking bad roll. Okay. I should stop going that far. Okay, I'm lucky though. Better lucky than good. Yeah, whatever. We'll just use this. We could use like Disintegrator, but that has too much wind up. Yeah, whatever. You're Dunskies. You're Dunskies. I only took 2 hits. That's not that bad. 3 hits. I took 3 hits. That's still not that bad. 3 hits across phase 1 and 2. Give me super. Give me super. Give me super. Ah, whatever. Fuck off. I mistimed it. Whoopsies. What the fuck? I'm mad. I don't get why sometimes... It's rare when that happens, but sometimes you just can't hit him after the tail whip. It is rare, though, which is at least nice. Alright. This is the... Oh, blasphemy. This is the no super run. Just not gonna get any super. Only gonna get 2 keys? At this point, I'm getting 3 at best. Do your fucking multi-punch thing. Oh, come on. That timing was so perfect. You're out of your mind. Fuck off. I interrupted him, but I didn't get super. Yeah. No. Alright. Well, a key is great. I got good items, but, like, I got 2 keys. He never did the easy super attacks. He did 1 in phase 1 after I had to wait an excessively long amount of time for it. What did we just get? Wait, that has a synergy? Quicken the gun dead? I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, and then this is the, yeah, when you max charge, that big one is, like, insane. And then we got the fucking ruby ring thingamajig. Ruby bracelet, which synergizes with that one. What the fuck? I don't even understand. Whatever. Let's get you in this pit, sir. It explodes. This is wonderful news. Did I miss anything in this mess of bees? Doesn't look like it. Picked up everything that I at least noticed, so. Alright, and you, sir, this guy, wants a full, and then you want a little halfy. Actually, I think Polaris probably needed that more. No, Polaris is back to full. We're good. Okay, if these are going to be mimics, I don't think they can be mimics anymore, to be completely honest with you. Cheese boots, I like it. Having cheese. I mean, I don't need the lockpick, so there's no reason not to take this. It might be insanely strong, but no reason not to. I said this in a comment, and I think in my last video I actually executed on it. Basically, I think I might just not use cheese gun anymore unless I find it absolutely necessary. If I think the run has no shot without cheese gun, I'll use cheese gun. But I think any other time, I will not use cheese gun on, you know, intentionally, because I like the cheese gun. I think it's fun to use, but also the novelty of it being the most overpowered gun in the entire fucking game is a little bit, you know, like, who cares now? Right? Like, it is pretty much default, like, the best gun in the game. And it does make runs very samey, a little boring, that sort of thing. I think I brought that up on one of the earlier runs that I ended up getting it. I think I brought it up. But at the time, most people responded, on that video at least, that, you know, they were pretty much, like, cool with it. You know, didn't bother them or whatever. But like I said, I think over time, it's the sort of thing that's gonna, like, you know, evolve, and people will get more and more bored with every run being cheese gun as time goes on. Because as you get good, you know, you can nearly guarantee cheese gun. I mean, obviously. Also, why am I even picking up ammo? I killed the rat. There's no reason for me to pick up ammo now. Alright, well, fuck off. Are you kidding me? How did that shot it? This is the worst room in the game. What the fuck is this room? Hello? Mr. Cat? Alright, here's the plan. Fuck all this shit. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't even care. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Right? That's how that goes, something like that. But, like, definitely, you know, unironically that, for sure. I remember that semi-recently I was talking about vines, and I couldn't think of any that came to mind. There's the real good one, though, that uses that song with this fucking skater boy, see you later boy. He was just skating on, like, the boardwalk or something. Landed some sort of fucking trick off of a staircase, something like that. And then that song was playing and he just hurled himself clean off. Oh, fuck off. Clean off the pier into the agua. Dude, these rooms suck! Fuck off! Like, what the fuck do I do? Oh, Jesus Christ. Finally, I killed the wizard. I've done it. Incredible. Please die. Stop stealing my bullets. I just want you to die. Stop stealing my bullets. You fucker. He's done. Let's go. Lord, I hate that enemy a lot. Why did that go completely... Why did that... Is it homing? No. What? I'm baffled. I actually don't understand how it aims. It's definitely not at your cursor. But where? I don't fucking know. Like, I know that Polaris doesn't have perfect accuracy, but, like, it has way better accuracy than shooting, you know, 30 to 40 degrees off angle from where you're aiming, you know? It's definitely better than that. Let's go level 2. Give it up for level 2. Level 2. Alright. I don't need to pick it up. Rat's dead. We can't steal. Yeah, okay, it 100% homes. I saw that one literally take a fucking 90-degree turn in air. Alright, I'll pick up one of them. Fuck it. Oh, let's go. Super Space Turtle's tight. I think it's Yellow Chamber that synergizes with it. That makes it, like, actually kind of insane. And I don't currently have any curse, so please give me Yellow Chamber somewhere. Like, from Curse Law, I'll buy it, I promise. It's not gonna be Wallmonger. And entering from the top, I think it has to be Kill Pillars. I don't think you can enter the top from the top on High Priest. I guess it could theoretically also be Door Lord, but Door Lord is so fucking rare, dude. I like it. I haven't... My issue with Door Lord is that, one, he does have fairly difficult patterns, but also you see him like once every 300 runs, you know? He's so rare that not only are his patterns hard, and that makes him hard, but also you can never learn his patterns because you so rarely fight him. Or a gunny. Okay. And that one synergizes with one of the table attacks? Yeah. So now it shoots 3, yeah, on the first one instead of 1. It's cool. You know, it's neat. I'm trying to be so safe, dude. I'm terrified. Woo! I have no health on the ground. I have some health in here at least. I'm gonna buy the key. I won't buy the armor, not yet. Spider boss. Kill pillars. Kill pillars. I should really just be doing this thing. Oh yeah, their timings are all fucked. Anything that slows bullets makes it so hard to like know timings on bosses like this. Oh, let's go. Obviously it makes general bullet patterns like far easier. Holy fuck, okay, I almost got bodied. Jesus Christ. I could have blanked, I should have blanked. I didn't blank. I don't know why I didn't blank. We're good though. I know why I didn't blank actually. Wow. I know exactly why I didn't blank. It's because I was... What the fuck? Oh! No! Always do this. You always do this. It's fine. We do get to say what up. I got a big cock, etc. So, I think I'm gonna go a little deep. Just a little bit. Not too deep, but pretty fucking deep. How much is that? That's 3. So we want to go like 2 more and I'll be happy. Because we can recover 3. With net positive on the monies. Right? Because we got this guy to buy 1. Like a full, I guess 2. Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate this shit. Yeah, just pop it. Who cares? I didn't want to buy it in case that wasn't abundantly clear. Alright. So now we're missing one, which is fine. I do believe I would like the duct tape. What do I want to duct tape together, though? I don't actually know. Wait, do I even want duct tape? If I want duct tape, I also want the air tank, but I can't afford both unless I go way deeper. Because I would like to duct tape, like, air tank and, like, sling or something like that would be pretty tight. Do I even want either? My bossing guns are great. My clearing guns are great. I don't really need anything? I'm already, like, DPS capped on all my bossing guns, basically. Huh. Yeah, maybe I don't give a shit. Maybe I just don't fucking care. Alright, I do want to check for secret rooms, though. So let me do that real quick. Alright, check this guy's room. Alright, check her room. And then I'm just gonna end up blanking the shop anyway. As I tend to do. Could it be on like one of these little side bits on the cross? I don't know. Probably not. Alright, let's just blank the shop, see if it's there. It is not. Alright, tight. I'm just gonna blank here. Alright, tight. And then I'm gonna blank here. Sick nasty, bro. Let's go. It's good, right? We're good? No, let's get a little more money. You know what? Let's go a little deeper. I'm feeling like I want to go pretty deep on this one. You know? Get some nice more cashish. Let's go one more. One more sounds good. No, two more. There we go. That'll do. I'm happy with that one. And then because I have so much excess, I will buy this armor. Make up a little bit for the lack of health. But I mean, currently I have 10 hits before I'm dead, which is far more than enough to, you know, do the forge without even being moderately concerned. Honestly, I wouldn't even been concerned if I only had 3 life on the forge. Forge is, I mean, it's tough. It can be, at least. It can be tough. But it's so, like, it's doable as hell, you know? Where you going, bud? Where are you going? And we should be able to get some heart pickups very easily as well. Health is relatively abundant. I mean, it's supposed to be, and it normally is. Last floor it was not. That's alright. Sick. Glad that went well. Felt like it wouldn't go well. Whoa! Uh-oh. Holy fuck, that worked. What the hell? Dude, Space Turtle's a god. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just munch him. Yeah, give him the good old Yoshisaur Munchakoopas, you know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. Anybody else here a gamer? How are my gamers doing out there? Okay. I still don't need to pick any of this up. I guess I could just pick this up for the stinger, though. I'd be pretty stoked about that. Still have an ammo drop just chilling out. No health drops yet. We got a boss, which should be incredibly free. And by boss, I of course mean mini boss. So I saw on the subreddit there was such a bizarre, but honestly genius theory about that guy, mostly about the cell creep. Oh hell yeah. And like I read it and I was like, what? And then I looked at, I just searched up real quick. So here, let me tell you what it is real quick. So the theory, the idea, is that the cell creep is ag&d. The bullets, you know, second past fight or whatever. You fight cannon and then you fight ag&d. It's not Zelda at all. And the thing is, I read it and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Right? And then the, you know, in the post it said like, you know, both are under a sewer and green. And I'm like, wait, is Aghanim green? Didn't really know, you know? I wasn't really sure at all. So then I looked it up and yeah, not only is Aghanim green, yeah, he just looks exactly like the fucking Selcreep. Just straight up is the Selcreep. Like, they literally are the same, right? And then to add on to that, that mini boss wizard dude is like the description in the Ammonomicon is like, you know, he's controlled by somebody or whatever, right? Like he's not himself, he's not his own thing. It's just like this puppet, this pawn controlled by somebody much more powerful. Here, I'll pull it up actually. Let's pull up the Ammonomicon entry. Should be a regular enemy near the bottom, I believe, is where the mini-bosses hang out. Yeah, so this. Seemingly controlled by an unseen master, this mysterious form recently began stalking the chambers of the Gungeon. And look at this shit. Look at these gangly little hands, the round head and the pointy ears. This is what Aghanim looks like. Exactly. I think Aghanim's is literally... Let me show you Aghanim. I think it literally is the same pose as well. Which one is Aghanim? Is it this guy? Look at this. Same pose, right? Round head, pointy ears. But look at this. This is just the Selcreep. Selcreep has the weird gangly hands and the round head and I think he has pointy ears. I don't know. He might not actually have pointy ears. You might not be able to see his ears, to be honest. Yeah, could go for that. I don't really care though. Secret. Ooh, turkey. Sick. I do like some turkey. So yeah, like the first my gut reaction to reading it was like, that's dumb. And then the moment that I googled Aghanim, I was like, wait. No, wait, but that's him. It is indeed the Selcreep. Yeah, no, that's just him. It was pretty interesting. I mean, Gungeon, you know, I've talked about it before. It's not really a game where I give a shit about lore. You know, it has lore. I don't really care, though. Lore's fucking go kill things with guns, but kill guns using guns and everything as a pun. Right, that's Gungeon lore to me. And then the past thing is basically just an excuse to fight cool bosses and pay homage to some sweet games, you know, that sort of thing. Icebreaker, okay. That's a beautiful attack. Do that more when I have Polaris 3. That's great. There we go. There's that health. Let's go. I'm gonna have way too much ammunition. Holy shit, I almost walked into that bullet like a dumb idiot. There's the shop. Ooh, ghost bullets, bullet idol. Plunger! Yeah, give me this and this. Sounds good. I may as well take this and this, because what else am I spending my money on? I've now fully explored. So we're good to go. Alright, so for boss, pretty much just pull out the exact same shit, you know? Maybe I should... Yeah, I should probably pick up one of these, like, 8 ammo drops before I fight the boss. So, like... Yeah, that one sounds good. That'll work. Is this double hitting him? It actually might be double hitting him. You motherfucker. You motherfucker, me. You fucking dumb idiot, me. You dumbass. You stupid dummy. I still don't get the timing to catch this first one. It feels like I'm blanking well before the first one. Fuck off, me. Is like a glimmer. I should be popping my spacebar. I have no idea why I'm not. It's because for some reason, I'm convinced that I can deal with this attack. But this is like the exact attack to spacebar. Also, I'm actually not using like any ammo. Because of the way that the turkey works with hip holster. I'm using, what? I'm using... Shit, how does it even work? Well, every 3 shots, I'm restoring 2. Right? Yeah. Every 3 shots I'm restoring 2? That's tight. So I mean, that literally means I'm using 1/3 ammo. Right? That's how math works, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how math works. Alright, we're gonna get some more bees in there towards the end of this one, so we can actually get some damage. Hopefully 2-phase. Shouldn't be too bad. God, the worst part is I fucked up the master end, which should have been totally free with my card setup. I'm actually kind of pissed. Oh well. Oh well. I also can't help but notice I don't think I got a single health drop on the floor, right? Is that correct? Or no, I got 1. Never mind, I got 1. I got 1 health drop. Great. How exciting. 1 health drop. Woof. It's fucking sick, dude. I might even just buy the plunger, because what the fuck else am I doing with my cash, you know? Is plunger good? No. Is it a gun? Yes. Plunger it is. I don't know, maybe I'll run across the Mana Gun Muncher. You know the guy. Short, red, looks very angry, has a skull on him. You know him. If I showed you a picture, you'd be like, yep, I do know him. If I run into him, I would love more just jank, trash, garbage to hurl at his stupid face, and then he spits out more jank, trash, garbage, because that's how gun munchers work. Alright, so this is going to take a minute to charge this bad boy up, but with my combination of gunnage, or my combination of itemage, my bullet thingamajigs, look, I'm having some word troubles. It should actually be not too bad. And the reason it shouldn't be too bad is that we have piercing, we have remote, so we have a lot of control over where our bullets are going, and our bullets can double dip a whole lot. In fact, that should mean that I have like a tremendous amount of ammo, basically. Like a effectively much higher amount of ammo because of turkey. Not only am I restoring 1 every single shot, I might be restoring, or 1 every 3 shots. I might be restoring 1 like every shot, basically. Closer to that amount. Why would you start with that? Literally just instantaneously going like, your bullets are mine. Alright, fuck off, I'm just walking. I was like trying to think about how to get the angle to roll, but there was a fucking table in the way, and I was like, my brain. This is actually like an ideal Yoshisaur Munchakoopas. Okay. I'm getting there. Good enough. Couldn't see him, just kept on shooting, you know? Please do not get hit. Please do not get hit. I'm so close to level 3. Please do not get hit. I gotta be a couple enemies away from level 3. I can just take that now, that's fine, yeah. It's as, I mean, like 15 ammo off of perfect, you know, off of full restore. Or max restore, it's more accurate. So that's fine, I got no qualms. No qualms! A key! If only I could utilize it in any way. How wonderful would that be? How fun would that be? I'm literally like, my brain is so wired on fucking NLSS memes because I've been watching the NLSSs to help myself fall asleep, the ones that I've missed live. And my brain is just now wired in that way. And all I want to do is spew memes. Although that is kind of me all the time. But right now in particular, it is NLSS memes. Honestly, here's my look. Here's my contribution to the NLSS. All right, here it is. You guys ready for this shit? You guys are gonna hear this and you're gonna be like, genius, absolutely fucking genius. All right, like get on this, Ryan. So here it is. They should get a boat. They should all pitch in, get a boat together, right? And they should call it the SSNL. That's it. I mean, you could literally full reverse it and call it the SSLN, but like, it wouldn't quite work, you know? But like, there you go. That's my contribution. You're welcome, world. I'll allow you to take that one free of charge, Ryan. You know? Hey, found the lich. Nice and easy. Alright. Oh, it's right there. I'll wait until the last possible moment, then go in there. That wasn't literally the last possible moment, but it was close enough. I'll live. Nope. Nope. Keeping level 2 Polaris as long as I can, dude. Or level 3 would be the actual level. I got no health drops, huh? I got 0, straight 0. Tight. I don't need them, but come on, you know. I like them. It's fine. So it's easier because I have the Valkyrie thing in the jig. Again, oh, I'm so lucky that he died there. I'm pretty sure it's impossible to dodge fully on that. I think you almost have to blanket or have some sort of invuln or, you know, kill him right there in order to not actually get hit in that situation. Because if you didn't see what happened, basically he went from one attack straight to the next, which he does that. But like in that particular case, it's like there's very specific spots that you kind of have to be for the like crossing alleyways or whatever you want to call those things. And the trouble is that you're penned in to these very specific locations, these very precise locations. But you also have to dodge no-hit lich, pretty good. You also have to dodge the circles that are still coming out, and they're pretty much guaranteed to hit you, you know? So I think you literally have to blank, have invuln, or kill him if that situation arises. So I'm very lucky that he died. No-hit lich is pretty tight, though. And that was like executionally no-hit lich, like, you know, like I actually did it. Yeah, you know, I wasn't like carried by having 2 invuln items, or, I mean, I had 1. Or Daruma or anything like that. It was just straight up actual gameplay. Also, level 3 Polaris is fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. Love it though. It was fun. It was a really fun run. Look at these sick master runs. I'm so good at the game. I'm so good at the game that I can, you know, beat the lich without being hit. And get 2 whole master rounds as well. 2 whole master rounds. Hot dog. Let's real quick. Let's see, how many debts do we have left? 5 debts. We're so close to getting our 5 hegemony credits. Wow. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the good shit, and I'll see you guys back in the next one.